Sick of cooking channels with absolute perfection? No, I could probably watch those all day. But when you don't, hi, welcome to Zophie's cooking show. Today, pho. First step, preheat the oven, 425. For 1 hour. It's probably not the best idea to use aluminum, but it keeps things cleaner. That's the recipe I'm going to attempt to follow. I've never roasted bones before. This is only my second experience ever with bones. First time I went to a real butcher, and that turned out to be $100 pho. It says 1 onion, but I'm gonna use 2 onions. And they want me to roast them, so I'm gonna cut them in half, just how they are, with the peel and everything on there. Chefs everywhere cringe when I use knives. And they should. They very well should, because look at this. You can't even see anything. Maybe like a little boo-boo, but I cut myself to the bone. It was a mess. So I got my onions just sliced in half and ready to go for some baking, or is it broiling? Roasting. About 45 minutes. Okay. Alright. Ooh, they're ready. So I'm gonna pull these out. Next up is ginger. It says do like 5 slices, but that doesn't seem like enough. 5 slices, like, what kind of recipe says 5 slices of ginger? Like, I'm supposed to know how big a slice is supposed to be. I guess I'll cut some slices. I almost feel like this isn't enough ginger. I think it could use more. The recipe calls for 2 star anise. Is that how you say it? No. When I went to the Asian market today, they had this whole mixture right here, which is everything you need for a pho. Ingredients, spices, helpful. So now I'm gonna take all of this stuff and put it into this pot. Ooh, look at the onion. Nice. Charred, black. Look, oh wait, I don't think I'm supposed to put the peel in there. Oh, it's gonna be so good roasted. Ooh, ooh la la. Finally, ginger. Well, not finally, because the last thing I gotta do is put a bunch of water in here. Like as much as I can fit. 4 quarts, but I don't think I can fit 4. Next up, I gotta boil this. And then as soon as it boils, I gotta turn it down to simmer. So, that's pretty much it for the next 6 hours, something like that. It's gonna be simmering for a really, really long time. 6 to 10 hours. No freaking way is this gonna go 10 hours. It's gonna go 6 hours. Whoops! Just like in my tasty buns video, I forgot the salt. 1 tablespoon of salt. Coming right up. It's not too late. It's only It's only been simmering for like 10, 15 minutes. It's got many hours to go. Once the broth was done, what I did is I strained out all of the bones and the onion and spices that were in there. I just used like one of these and cheesecloth. So I poured it from one pot into another pot, but through a strainer and cheesecloth. So I got all of the bones and everything out of there, and now I just have the broth in this pot. All that white stuff is the fat. That's what happens when I stick it into the fridge. So what I actually did is removed half of it while it was kind of solid, because it was pretty fatty. There was a lot of it. So I don't need that much. But that's pretty much it for the broth. That was the whole process. The rest is just toppings. It's whatever the heck you want. I'm gonna slice some raw sirloin into it. It's gonna really thinly slice this, and it's gonna cook right in the broth. I'm just gonna bring it to a boil, put it in my bowl with noodles. Oh yeah, noodles. I can use pretty much any rice noodle. The ones I went with the first time looked like this, and they ended up being kind of too thin for my liking. So this time around, I'm going with these ones. I've noticed every brand is slightly different. With these, I gotta soak them in water, warm water for 5 to 8 minutes, and then I boil them until I get the desired consistency, which is, I'm not really sure. I kind of hope they would tell me, but I guess I gotta boil them for an undisclosed amount of time. Perfect. Oh, they don't fit. This is gonna work out so good. I just know it. Feel it. Just hold them down for 5 to 8 minutes if they don't fit in the bowl. A little more water would help. So the meat, I gotta cut it up real thin. It's just gonna go in there raw, just raw, and the broth is gonna cook it. So I'm gonna put the broth in, I'm gonna boil it first, and then stick the, ooh. That's iffy. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it anyways. It's gonna be fine. If this video never uploads, that means it wasn't fine. I'm not even gonna zoom in on my cutting skills because I don't have any. I don't got any skills to show you. So just know that I'm cutting meat really thinly even though you can't see it. Just believe me. Too many chefs will cringe if I try to show my cutting skills or lack thereof. Water's boiling. I'm just gonna grab these with my hands. I'm supposed to strain them, but look, it's straining. That's fine, right? And I'm just gonna stick them in here for, I don't know, 3 minutes maybe? Let's do 3 minutes. Alright, so I put the noodles into the bowl. And normally I would put the raw meat just on top of the noodles and then the broth over it. I don't trust that. I'm gonna fry up the meat, give it some flavor, but yeah, normally it's raw. I don't wanna, not with this meat. I guess I should try one to see if it's any good. Better than usual. Adds a little tiny bit of flavor, but not like a lot. The bok choy, I do like to kind of simmer it for a couple minutes. So there's bok choy. This is Thai basil. That's another one of the toppings. And just this stuff just gets slapped on there and then you pour the broth in. Jalapeno, jalapenos, cilantro, although culantro works better. It's more flavorful. And then you top it all off with a squeeze of lime. So, I mean, I guess you can slap whatever you want in there, but this is what I put in there. Throw some in there for a couple minutes. I'm gonna put some cilantro here. These mushrooms. Ooh, yeah. Jalapenos and Thai basil. And that's how it came. It was already brown at the store. Like, this is really fresh actually. It doesn't look like it at all. I got 4 of these, all different colors. It's a cat, see, it's a kitty cat. And I like it spicy, so I just squeeze in some sriracha, just a little bit. And there we go. That's it, that's my pho. It's now the 3rd day that I'm having pho. But I ran out of meat, so I'm just gonna use the rest of the mushrooms to make up for the meat. I like pho so much, I'm having it one more time. Maybe 2 more times. Maybe 2 more times. I'm about to go make a video for the other channel, so I dressed like this. Bok choy, cilantro. Yeah. I'm very satisfied with this. Super satisfied. I do have a table. It's in the box that just came today. I should get chairs. I have not picked out chairs. Chairs are expensive. But I found a solid wood table. Well, we'll see. We'll see about that on Amazon. It was really good. That's a win. Oh. Yeah. I gotta go enjoy this. Bye.